Hey guys, it's Calvin here giving you a quick disclaimer. So in this episode, we had some issues with Nosh's audio, Chase and Nosh's audio, so it's going to sound really low quality for a lot of it, and because of that, I had to not go with the demonic voice filter for Nosh this time. Trust me, you wouldn't have understood it if I did. We also had to do some re-recordings and special editing because parts of his audio just went missing. We've fixed it since then. We recorded an episode since then, and everything was fine on that one. But this episode, it's gonna sound quality for Nosh is gonna go back and forth, and sometimes it's gonna feel like Chase and Nosh kind of don't exist for a little bit, and then they just show back up, and that's kind of why, because I had to cut out all of the things that we said in response to them. So just be mindful of that, and I hope you guys enjoy the episode regardless, and have a wonderful day.
Previously on Saga. Our three influencers went full investigation, interrogating the four suspects they had. Dante and Bai failed the good cop, bad cop routine on the butler, but Chase was able to pull it off flawlessly on the maid. After that, Bai and Chase used the last of their elven weed to calm the twin assistants to get answers from them. After interrogating the suspects, they decided to search their rooms. There, they found the disembodied head of Derek, the body double, in the maid's room. Did the maid kill the body double? Will they ever find the freak? And more importantly, did that guy just steal a sandwich?
Hey guys, welcome back to Influence here on Saga, the story for these three nerds to find fame, and who knows, maybe they'll even solve the mystery in the end. I am joined, of course, with everyone's favorite goat owner, Bison.
Hi, I'm Bison. It's me. It's Zoe or Trash, whatever you know me as.
We are also joined with the world's least snooty high elf, Dante Crow.
My name is dadleyjjenkins. I play Dante Crow. That's all you need. Let's go.
Yeah. And lastly, except for me, I realized it skipped me. Let me try again. And next up, to bat, we have everyone's favorite laughs in the face of danger, kind of cowers from everything else, hero, Chase and Nosh.
Hello and welcome to the Nosh Hotline. What are you wearing?
I'm Noah. I played those two dunderheads.
And I
pants.
sometimes play Nosh, very occasionally. On
Khakis.
very rare Anyway, I play Patricia and also everyone else, but mostly Patricia these days.
It's the only person that matters.
But anyway, are you guys excited? You kind of solved the mystery
I'm
almost.
kind of excited, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't believe it.
I'm scared.
Okay, well let's get right back into it then. So, we find ourselves back in the room of Christine the maid. You are standing before some sort of weird version of Derek the body double. Creepy as I described it, I apologize if body horror is not your jazz, audience. And it looks up to you and it goes, "Please, kill me."
Not till I get answers.
What do you need?
Who did this to you?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I mean, I was upstage. I was talking to the maid, and everything went dark. And then, when I opened my eyes, it was here, and I couldn't feel my everything.
Okay.
But
I'm in so much pain.
Well, how do you have a way that you want to be euthanized?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what's really going on below the whole neck region, so what's going on down there?
I'll spare
I
you.
can't look down.
I'll spare you the details. And he readies the sparks of an eldritch blast around his finger and kind of turns his head and just goes.
You strike this heart, and as it hits with electricity, the way you've kind of conducted this magic, instead of it being gruesome, it just stops, and so does he. And you are now alone in a room with this weird undead, now fully dead, Derek.
Okay.
I should probably have you roll a wisdom save, because I would panic in this situation, and I can only imagine how Chase feels.
You know what? Fair. Okay, that's an 8.
So I'll say, is that with plus anything?
Well, yeah, that's 5 plus 3.
Oh. So you're definitely, like, trying to keep it together, and you are clearly failing. And it kind of reaches a point where Nosh kind of takes over, just kind of as a pity, like, get you out of the situation.
Okay. You sit back.
Oh, I know what to do. Taps his eye, and, like, it's a little red spark. He draws a triangle in the air, reaches it, and then pulls out an unseen serpent, which looks like nothing, but there's like this invisible
There's just like a little
figure.
hat. A small pair of glasses.
Unseen servant. And that's how he casts unseen servant. And he commands it.
Go get Crow and the hot one. Not Patricia.
It's your magic servant, so I'm going to say it knows that's by.
Right.
And so they run off.
The unseen servant.
And, yeah, which is the worst method, because I don't think they can talk.
No! I imagine it's just an unseen force just pulling them somewhere.
We find ourselves back in the room of the butler, where we see the goat and we see Bai enjoying a nice snack that they have found. They have some cheese and crackers. Did I describe the food that was in the fridge last time?
You said like meal prep.
Yeah, they're eating like 2 hard-boiled eggs. They're enjoying some single slices of ham. They've popped open and cooked over the stovetop a can of beans, and they are enjoying themselves. When all of a sudden you start to hear a knock at the door by some.
Come in. Hello?
The door is locked because it's a hotel room.
I get up. I go open the door. Like, I swing it open like real fast. Like, hello? Hello?
And you see no one.
It's a ghost.
You feel a tug at your shirt.
It's a ghost! I follow the tug, I guess. I like beckon for a more, and I follow the tug.
If anyone would, it's Bison. So you get tugged into the elevator, and you see a button and it gets pushed, one of the little runes, and the entire kind of thing glows. Unlike traditional lifts and elevators in the real world, these are made with like floating glyphs that are on the top and bottom of each of the elevator. So more or less, they just activated it. And I just wanted to make some lore since I've already canonized elevators. And they take you up to the
Wait,
to
does
Derek's
it have
room.
buttons on it?
It's just like little glowing runes, not more as traditional buttons.
I could press all of them if I wanted to, right?
Yeah, you could.
Bison totally just goes.
You got about 10 minutes or so until Bison's gonna get here. Chase, what's going on in old Chaseland?
Well, no, it's not, because he's,
In old Noshland.
Okay.
Noshland.
This is a very eye-catching centerpiece, but let's check out the rest of her interior decorating skills.
And then with that, I'd like to roll an investigation for the rest of the maid's room. Ooh, That's a 12 for investigation.
With a 12, as Nosh is looking around, he eventually locates in the closet a weird suitcase. And as he pops it open, you see all kinds of red flags here. You see a picture of Lafreak. It's more of a drawing than a picture. You see a tuft of what seems to be hair in a little baggie. A half-eaten apple that has been magically preserved to not rot. And the letter of acceptance for her employment into Lafreak's retinue that are all in this suitcase, and there's nothing else in there.
He's taking the suitcase and he's just going,
Yep. Smells desolate.
just leaves it on the bed, wide open. Takes a couple of pictures just for posterity.
Meanwhile, back in the elevator.
So, how you doing today? It's nice weather we got in here. You know, it's lucky that you don't wear clothes, because Amor would probably try to eat them. You know, if you had like a sheet or something. Nibble, nibble.
The camera pans down the elevator to the first floor, where we see a Dante Crow. And Dante, you were like excited. You're like, I'm gonna go meet more celebrities.
I'm ready to go. Right before I like go to where people are, I like take a second and I'm like, hold on. I need a friend to help me with this. And
so
I ritual cast Find Familiar.
Oh my goodness. You all are just... So, just for context for the, I assume by now, very confused audience, everyone got to level up, and technically they're not supposed to have leveled up yet, but that's fine. Technically, the thing that's going to level them up is, like, turning in the culprit, but I guess this is okay. Wait a second. How long is the spell Find Familiar take to cast?
Oh shit, an hour and 10 minutes. Motherfucker, I don't have time to do that. Fuck. Okay, well, in that case, I'm high as a kite. I would not sit for an hour and do this, so...
You find yourself kind of walking around, just looking for someone to hang out with, and you see a picture of this very tall woman in the most Crocodile Dundee-looking outfit you've ever seen. But she is rocking it. She looks great. And before you even see the sign, and because you've already done this before, you kind of understand that this might be how it works. You recognize this person to be Celine Irwan, wilderness documenter. Before just this second, you did not really know who that was. But regardless, you're like, oh my god, she's gonna have cool pets. Maybe she can show me how to get a cool pet in less than an hour. And you rush into her panel. Well, you can make a wisdom save to try to resist rushing into her panel if you'd like, but...
I would like to. Because we do have shit we have to do. 11?
With 11, it's kind of that moment in your life where you know you should be doing something, but you're still walking. Like, you know you should be on a diet, but you're still walking to the kitchen to grab potato chips.
Well, if
like,
you put it
you know
that
that
way,
feeling
I'm
when you're
eating
like-
potato chips, so...
You're eating the leftover popcorn from the mystery.
Yes. Alright, so... Alright. Is this drug making me walk up and be a part of the panel, or be in a crowd of the panel?
You just want to be the closest you can be, maybe not physically, but like mentally or emotionally, to Celine Irwan at this particular second. You want to talk to her, you want to listen to her.
I make my way to... Alright. Tell me if this is not in your headspace. In my mind, Are we at the point of the panel where people are like in a line asking questions, like towards the end of the panel?
Yes. We'll say yes.
I cut the line, like I grabbed the microphone.
Hey, what the fuck?
Excuse
What's
me.
this guy doing?
Excuse me. Hi, I'm Dante Crow. I have a radio show on a little island Pitum, and I would like to know if you'd like to, come to my small little island, have a chit chat with me. You're phenomenal. I love the outfit. The big ass knife is badass.
Crocodile Dundee. Like,
Oh, sorry. You say you had a radio show?
I have a radio show. Yeah. Do you want to go grab a sandwich? The sandwiches here are great.
I'm kind of in a panel right now.
Fuck the panel. We got other shit we got to be doing.
Make the best persuasion check of your life.
I'm so glad you're letting me roll for this.
I want you to listen. Here's the deal. If this is not at least a 20, we're not even considering this.
Calvin. That's a dirty 20.
Well, here we go.
Here we go. He's considering it.
She looks at you. She looks down at her snake. And she makes some sort of small hissing sound that is legally different from parcel tongue. And the snake kind of... Its tongue... You know how snakes... Their tongue...
They
you know this thing that was not going to make sense to our audio audience? They're... they stick their tongue out for just a second. And they kind of flail around. You've all seen snakes before.
You know what a snake is.
Yeah, anyway. And she goes... You're kind of cute. Can I finish this panel first?
Yeah, I'll go wait right over here. What kind of sandwich do you want? I'll actually go grab you one, so we're all ready to go.
Pimento cheese, please.
All right, you got it. And I go grab sandwiches for us.
Everyone but Nosh has forgot about this murder mystery.
So we cut back to Bison finally making it to the 6th story where Derek lies. And the door finally opens and you feel a tug on your shirt once more.
Oh yeah, okay, let's go, I guess.
And you find yourself led to the room of Christine, the maid. And Nosh, you hear a knock on the door.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, this thing dragged me over here, so I guess quest completed.
That little guy's mine. Come check this. Come check this out.
Walks
Thank you,
over
sir.
walks over to the bed with the suitcase full of,
Is the
stuff.
head and stuff still up?
Nasha's conspicuously standing in the way because he's trying to make a big reveal.
Can I roll a perception check? Because I feel like I would look around in the room when I walk in. I got a 5. I'm sure that won't win.
Come check out this really cool suitcase.
Oh wow, what's in it?
It's
it got
full of
money?
No. It's full of things that you would find in that one game. Bandure Skimulator.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it? Man, Chase is a loser. Anyway. This is Lock of the Freak's hair, a crudely drawn portrait of the Freak, a magically preserved apple core. Look at that! With a bright,
We should
bright
keep that
out
away
of
from
it.
Amor.
Yeah, definitely keep that away from the sheep. Are you convinced? I know you had your
No,
doubts. I know you had your doubts, but there is no way that the maid is not the murderer.
How do you know? I don't
Look
believe
at
you.
this!
Just backs up and looks at the podium. With
That there is a dead man.
Yep. And guess where we
found
are?
his head.
Yeah. Yes, we did. Yeah.
So,
and
how do you know it was the maid, though?
We're in the maid's room.
Oh my god, we are, aren't we?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Okay. And then
what's
Chase kind of puts his arm around Bison and kind of leads her out of the room. Okay, let's call the police. Okay, I'm starting to really not like
Wait,
it.
but we're the investigators. We shouldn't leave the crime scene.
I have photo evidence. It's cool. Let's go.
You took pictures of a dead man.
It's okay. Let's go. Let's just go.
That's awesome.
And I let Chase lead me.
It is.
Yeah. Did you post
again,
them online?
No, I didn't post. Well, hold on. Let me check. I was out
Make
for
sure
a
you
second.
tag it. It's adult. You know, you gotta be careful.
Nosh took a selfie. That's all over
that's
my
awesome.
feed. he does that little thing where he goes from forest green to apple red for a split second. I mean, he shuts the maid's door and just calls 911.
Roll, hey, real quick. If Nosh took a selfie and posted it online, I want you to roll a d6 for me.
5.
So, when you started your day today, your Weave profile, which is what your podcast is, had about 100, let's call it 103 followers.
Cool.
You now have about 630 in the last 15 minutes since you posted that picture. And there are so many comments on that picture.
Just kind of points to his phone and is like, I've never had a post. I've never had a post go this viral.
That's awesome.
It's got like 400 likes.
Wait, I gotta repost.
Definitely. I never looked so good in a picture. But we should go.
So you guys wait there for a while, and the guy who's running the show, the showrunner, and several security guards come up. They take pictures for the police. They leave to apprehend the maid. And you guys talk with the showrunner, who is very clearly nauseous and may or may not have puked in the bathroom. And he goes, "Hey, thank you guys so much. I can." And he goes, I can give you some of the extra cash made from the show. Does 100 gold each sound good?
That sounds great.
Kind of gives him like a thumb upping motion.
150 each.
Just
Dude, that's my rent money. Like,
Wait. Can we get 150 each and free room and board for like a couple days?
yes. And is there anything else I can do for you guys?
Pool passes!
Dante, the last hour of your life is a blur. You don't really know
When
what
do I
happened.
come to? Like, where am I when I come to?
You find yourself in a very, very nice hotel room. No one else is there. You kind of look around. It doesn't look like your hotel room because this seems to be more of a suite.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of have a bit of a migraine. And you, like I said, you are alone in the suite. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Am I, like, I'm laying in the bed?
Mm-hmm.
First thing I do is just, hello? Hello?
No response.
Alright, I check my pockets for my spell book and my shell. I'm good?
You have your runestone and your shell, and you also have your spellbook. Yes.
Okay. And I'd assume my pen as well. For people that don't know, Dante's arcane focus is a nice, like, handcraft wooden pen.
I didn't even know that, and I'm the DM.
I messaged you about that. I messaged you specifically.
I believe you.
Okay.
I just didn't remember. I just have a lot of notes, and sometimes I don't always remember things.
Can I do, like, an investigation check to see if, like, I guess figure out how I got here?
Do
Perception.
let's call it a wisdom save to try to remember. Let's call it an intelligence save to try to remember what
intelligence. Okay. All right. 11.
With an 11, you have a memory. You it doesn't seem like it was too long ago based on the light you kind of see in the memory. But you feel a touch to your shoulder, and you look over and you see in this memory Serena Erwan, and she goes, "I'm gonna go get some drinks and I'll be back. Just get better, all right?" And that's all you remember.
Oh, did I fuck her? Dante immediately looks down to see if he's wearing pants.
Yes, you're not wearing a shirt though.
Oh, I'm not wearing a shirt though. Oh God. Alright, I get up. I look around for my shirt. I like do the whole like.
Your shirt is across a chair nearby.
I do like the one night stand check. You look for your clothes, see if you got any missed calls. Look for ibuprofen.
If you find your way into the bathroom, you will find ibuprofen.
I will. Do I find any other drugs?
Fantasy ibuprofen. You roll an investigation.
It's just the label is fantasy ibuprofen.
Investigation?
Yep. Yeah.
That's another dirty 20. I'm rolling hot today.
You can say beyond a doubt that there is no drugs in this. Not a stone unturned.
Calvin is never going to give us drugs again. All right.
Listen, you just need to find the characters who have drugs.
It's bold of you to assume they don't all have drugs.
Do I have anyone's number?
You have the accountant's number. You have the showrunner's number. You have other numbers like your radio station. Those are the two rune numbers you've given.
Then I go to Bisom's rune account and message Bai. And I say,
bad move. Bisom, you get a DM from a username you don't recognize.
I think they would recognize Dante. My username's Dante Crow, the one and only from the Crow's Nest.
Oh, I'd probably recognize that.
Okay, I'll let that slide.
All right.
So you get a DM. What does the DM say?
Blacked out. Oops, did drugs again. What's going on?
And below the message, it just says accept and reject. Because it's a new message.
I accept it, and I text back.
Okay.
What?
Just
All right.
WAT and a question mark.
I'm going to assume this is going to be like a lot of social medias that I can FaceTime through it. Now that we're both like,
you would need to be, since you accept it, yes, you can ruin time.
All right, I FaceTime Bai.
Hi.
Bai,
Hey.
I don't know what happened. I am shirtless. I don't know what happened. I injected more of the runium from the doubles room, and I woke up in this kind of badass chick's room. Don't know where she is.
You had a random hookup?
I'm shirtless, but I'm not
proud of
pantsless.
you.
I don't think I fucked her, but I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Wait, what? Who are you talking to?
Nosh and Chase are here too.
Alright, awesome. Guys, fill me in. What's going on? What have you guys done?
You two are already in your bathing suits by this point.
Yeah. We're going swimming. You can come go to the pool.
I'm gonna... okay, I'm assuming there's only one pool.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can bring your lady with you.
Yeah, can I find her? Is she, close by?
As you're looking around, you do hear the door open. And Bisom, you see in the background of his call, your idol, Miss Serena Erwan, and she currently has a ferret that is kind of drooped over her shoulder that she is petting with her finger. And she has a limited edition Spike Cola in her hand.
Yeah,
I gotta get a towel.
You have a more.
I'm gonna let you go, but me and her will make our way to the pool, and I hang up.
You're awake.
Yeah, I don't know how I got here.
Oh, well, we went and got pimento sandwiches. And
Were they good? The sandwiches are pretty fire.
We got the one, and you kept taking a bite out of mine, which was weird at first, but I came around to it. I was like, do you want one? And you were like, no, I'm good. I'm not hungry right now. But then you take a bite of them. It was really weird. But then you kind of got all woozy, and your eyes got really weird. It looked like it was almost like static. And you kind of started twitching, and then the CEO James kind of ran to your assistance, and he kind of pulled you aside to talk to you. I couldn't really tell what he was saying. Then a medic came in, and he said you were fine, you just needed to rest. So I didn't know where you stayed, and it was very hard to talk to you, so I just brought you up to my suite instead.
And then you stripped me?
No, you kept saying you were too hot and took your shirt off.
Okay. I'll believe that for now. I see what's happening.
I will roll no insight.
Mentally, I have a checklist of all right, gotta check in with James and figure out what the fuck that was. But I look at her, I'm like, you wanna just go for a quick swim? It's like a thank you of thanks for taking care of me. Me and the people I'm with, we have open access to the pool for a bit.
You are charismatic enough.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, I can do that. I'll just...
I'm a wizard with my
changed.
top thing being charisma, because that makes sense.
You're a wizard. You're a shirtless wizard, and I imagine that Dante is uncomfortably in shape for how little exercise he gets.
He's like that weird thing where if you get really skinny, you somehow have abs, even though you did nothing for them.
Yeah, he's got twink energy for sure.
Oh, 100%.
So, he's yeah.
You can ponytail his fucking hair.
You are currently in jeans. So you do have to make your way down to your room to get your shorts. Do you have a room? I assume you do. I assume the radio provided you with a room.
Yeah, they probably provided me a room.
You were supposed to do some landing.
I like to imagine that because we're so dirt poor at my radio station, I'm sharing a room with someone I don't know.
Another person from the radio department, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Them. You make your way down to your room, and there you see your strange roommate. She is a tabaxi, and she, from what you've been told, does some of the actual newspaper work that because you work for the city's radio station, so this is also the same radio station that gives the news and what have you. She's one of the newspaper journalists, and she is currently slumped over on her bed, and she is just eating a bag of chips, and you do see a smoking bowl on the nightstand, and she goes, sup?
Hey, get dressed, bitch. We going swimming.
Oh, okay. And I've decided arbitrarily, since I made this character up on the spot, that her name is Kendra.
All right,
so
get up.
Kendra gets up.
Kendra.
She stretches and she goes, we're going where now?
We're gonna go swimming. That bowl still good?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I just blacked out. I'm gonna refrain for a bit.
Yeah. This person
Good idea.
lives in the less fancy part of town, so this is anything you just said does not sway her at all.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And she gets into her bathing suit, so now that the furries have something to draw.
All right, so
guys,
I'm strolling up to the pool, awkward, horrible Dante with buy
Two
some
women
item.
behind
Yeah.
him.
And I'm wearing capri swimsuit, not shorts. They're capris.
Wow, a beach episode. I bet nothing's gonna go wrong. Kidding, I'm in the future. I know what happens. Hey guys, it's Kelvin here in the Lo-Fi Middle Break. Guys, if you like what you're hearing, you can do two big things to support us. Something that really helps is leaving a 5-star review on iTunes. And that just helps phenomenally. For example, our first review from Annie Yehudi, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, gave us 5 stars and says, I listened to a podcast literally named Drunks and Dragons, and they weren't doing drugs as fast as you. So much fun, keep it up. And those help so much. So if you give us a 5-star review on iTunes, there's a decent chance that I will either name a character after you or read your name off in this little middle break. The other big thing you can do is subscribe to our Patreon. Guys, on Patreon, you're going to get bonus content like shit posting, our after show. And that's for $5. For $10, you get uncut versions of the episode so you can see all the editing. It's a lot of editing. I really find only the gems in the rocks here. And of course, how can I talk about Patreon without talking about our first runestone celebrity? Grisney is a wonderful person, and he is our first $50 patron. Guys, for $50, you guarantee a shout out during every middle break, and Grisney deserves it more than anything. Just go on our Patreon, patreon.com/sagacast, SAGACAST, and there you can find a tier that works for you. There's all kinds of cool stuff. You're gonna find something you love, I promise. Before we go, I do have to, give credit where credit's due, guys. I am Kelvin. I am the DM for the story. You can find me basically anywhere under the name of the Noodledoodler. Bison is played by Zoe Curzan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You can find her most places under the name Trazhy, Trazhie. Dante is played by the one, the only dadleyjjenkins, and you can find him on social media under the name dadleyjjenkins. And Chase and Nosh are both played by Noah Allen. You can find him most places under the name Goon_Daddy. Guys, we also have a Twitter for Chase and Nosh. You can find it on Twitter at Chase and Nosh. You can find it on Twitter at Chase and... You can find it on Twitter under the name at Chase and Nosh. Woo, that's a tongue twister. And of course, our art is done by Artemu. You can find them online under the name Artemu, ARTOMMU. And you can find our narrator, the lovely Ellie Collins, online under Ellie A. Collins. She's fantastic, and she does the little beginning bits. So if you like those and you want to get a hold of her, she also has a Twitch live stream series where she DMs a Vampire the Masquerade game called ATL by Night. You should really check it out on Twitch. She didn't ask me to talk about that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to this little bit, and enjoy the show. You see Dante pull up a little awkward. He is still wearing like a tank top because we've established outside of game that he is the kind of person who wears a shirt to the pool. And behind him are two women, a tabaxi and a half-elf. Both women in bikinis.
Ooh la la.
And of course, Bison does recognize Serena.
Dante!
Wait.
And you've noticed that they have cleared the pool area for you guys. And upon this, you guys are being talked about, especially that selfie. And because of this, you guys all get a spike in followers. And that's what propels you all, that exhaustive magic that's all of a sudden hitting you, propels you guys forward to level 2. And you kind of talked about level 2 a little bit already. You've Chase cast Unseen Servant. And Dante's talked about doing his Find Familiar. But you guys all leveled up, so you are all level 2 Ranger, level 2 Wizard, and level 2 Warlock, respectively. Meaning Dante now has his subclass, everyone else has to wait another level. Actually, no, Chase starts with a subclass, so... and of course, I assume his is the Fiend. I don't actually know that for sure.
It is.
I think about it.
It is.
I didn't ask, but you said your patron was a demon, so I said...
So yeah.
So yeah, they've cleared the pool area out for you, and it is just you guys, just a man, a goat, a woman, another man, and 2 other women here out in the pool area.
So you know that sitcom.
I want to point out that Amor is totally probably already swimming.
And the mouse is on his back.
It's just kicking through.
The mouse is on its back like a tiny sea captain. The freak's mouse.
Oh my god!
On his back like a tiny sea. He just inexplicably has a tiny Napoleon costume.
Oh, that's cute.
Out of nowhere.
That's cute. Anyway, so you guys are relaxing at the pool. Amor is swimming through the water. You're both a little confused about why, how Dante brought forth 2 beach babes, but you know, it happens.
Chase is like waiting on the edge, and he like kind of tries to dip like a little farther, like but right before the water hits Nosh's eye, it like kind of stings a little because it's not chlorinated; it's heavily salted. Gah!
So, what is Bai doing? Keep in mind her idol is here, and she has brought with her a sea otter.
Oh my god.
Let's pick a...
So Bison sees Celine Irwan walk in, and is on the diving. There's a diving board, yeah.
Yeah.
Is on the diving board and like whips off the towel, revealing like this sleek polka dot box top vintage with a little tiny skirt one piece, and then attempts a front flip dive to like show off.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Okay. 22. Yeah, I got a +3 on that, so.
You rolled a 19?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes, yeah, you do it. Tell me what happens.
So I whip off the towel and I like step back and I turn and I wink and then I run and I jump. I do like this front flip and then I dive perfectly into the water, leaving like a little bit of sploosh behind. And then I just like swim to the other side of the pool.
Celine leans into Dante and goes, "Who's your friend?"
That's Bison. You see the goat swimming? That's her goat. Bison's like really chill. A great chick. Female friend. You want me to introduce you? Dante bye! Hey, bye!
Oh! I like get out and I like try to saunter up and I'm like, oh hey. Totally different character voice.
Hey, bye. This is my new friend. She helped me out while I was blacking out. She's a lifesaver. I keep forgetting her name. What is it?
My name is Celine.
Celine. So yeah, Celine. This is my friend Bai. She owns a goat. That's the only thing really cool about her. But she owns a goat.
Cute otter.
Yeah. What kind of goat you got here? And she kind of leans down, and Amor kind of she lets out a little whistle, and Amor kind of walks right over, and Celine starts scratching under her chin, and you hear Amor start purring again, like we established in episode 1 she was capable of, and she goes, "How old is she?"
Oh, she's a cottonwood mountain goat, and I'm not really sure how old she is actually. I got her. She was a stray.
Alpine goat, do you then? Oh, very nice. And she, from her pocket, she does pull a full carrot.
In her bathing suit?
Yeah, just from her like bra.
Okay.
Just from her like bikini top, she pulls a whole carrot out.
Glad she took that out before
Bison
swimming.
like watches that movement. Like.
What you see is not the point.
Dante is just slowly walking away.
Looks to be about 5 years old, yeah. She's very nice, very healthy. Got her nails looking very nice. And you kind of talk for a little bit, and Dante walks away and sits in the chair right next to Kendra. She goes,
"Yeah, I wanted to talk to Kendra."
I totally stole your girl.
No, I don't care. We're all here for fun. Wanted to talk to you though, because you do like the news, like the reporting stuff at the radio station, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a journalist.
Yeah.
That reminds me. And she waves her hand and a little notepad appears and she goes, "And they was the maid." And then she flicks her wrist and the notepad disappears.
If you really want the scoop, he kind of flicks his head over from the pool, like a little splat of water, like dripping off his bangs.
As you flick your head over, you do see behind them, outside of the pool area, you see Anton, James, and Patricia walking by.
All right, I look at the tabaxi. Kendra? I'm bad with names. Mm-hmm. I say, Kendra, if you want some more details, talk to my buddy Chase. He's been pretty much here for it all. I still don't know what the fuck happened, by the way. Nobody's filled me in. But yeah, Chase is over here. He can fill you in, and I run and go try to talk to James.
So you guys make it over, and as you start running up, Patricia rolls in front of you, and she holds up her hand, and she goes, mind your distance.
Patricia, we're friends, and
I can't have you running up to my clients.
All right, I'm sorry. I wanted to thank James.
You better be, young man.
I am. I wanted to thank James because apparently I was having a very bad time, and I guess me and him talked. I guess like he tried to get me some help, maybe.
Oh yes, I wanted to make sure everything was going all right. And Anton is always wearing sunglasses, but somehow you get the idea that Anton side eyes James. How that's properly communicated is not the point, but you figured it out. He goes, yeah, you seem to be twitching out, and I was in the area, so I just checked on you real quick.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Are you feeling better now?
No, I'm feeling good. I took Runium.
Are you feeling better? No, I'm feeling good.
That's just how I personally talk. I'm sorry.
Anyway, go on. Tell me again.
I'm feeling good. I took Runium. I only took it because we found it in the doubles room. Oh, is it not Runium?
No, it is.
Okay.
There's a pause when you say Runium because that's not a drug.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Did you say you took Runium?
We found it in the doubles room. It was in a syringe.
And Anton reaches into his little pocket in his jacket, and he pulls out a seemingly larger than the pocket could hold bit of weird crystal. This isn't really the first time you've seen what Runium actually looks like normally.
Yeah. And
it's this weird stone that slowly shifts colors, starting from wherever it's being touched. And it starts kind of as a purple as he pulls it out, but as he touches it, the parts that he touches turns yellow, and the color envelops the crystal over time, and then starting from there it turns blue. What have you noticed? Like this.
Yes.
This is what you're talking about.
It was melted in some way into the point where I could inject it. I only did it because I thought that is what happened to the double, and I am a keen investigator.
I don't know how he would have got his hands on Runium. And James kind of looks and he goes, yeah, I wonder where he would get that. And they kind of look at each other for a moment.
Have you guys heard about people melting this for a drug before?
No, we kind of keep a close stock on it. They would have to basically destroy a runestone to get the Runium from the inside of it.
Okay. How...
We kind of own the whole supply, you know.
So you guys have a monopoly on it?
Well, I mean, yeah. The rest of it's at the back of a very, very dark and scary cave that took my father well over a year to get to travel through and get back from. So no one's really gone to go get more.
Well, thanks for the help again. I think they have more that they're not telling us.
No problem.
But...
If you'll excuse me, I have to have a talk. Patricia, bugger off. And she goes, okay. And she goes, hey, what are you guys doing? As Anton and James walk away, and they're clearly arguing with each other.
I messaged James really quick. I've tried to do this, like, sneaky. But all I say
is... The spell message, right? Not a text message.
What? Yeah, the spell message.
A spell, okay.
Yeah. And I say... There is no judgment if there's other things you need to talk about, or you think we need to know.
And you see him kind of, like, you definitely notice that he receives the message. Patricia goes, what are you guys up to?
We're swimming. You want to come swimming with us?
And as you say that, she kind of reaches for the side of her shirt, and she pulls off her entire outfit, revealing a one piece underneath. She goes, well, okay! And she starts skating towards the pool area. Do you want to make an intelligence check to try to... Another intelligence save to try to remember what happened?
I would, if that's
Specifically,
okay.
Now that you know that James talked to you, try to remember kind of what James said to you.
Yeah, definitely, because it seemed like they were holding back. Is this an intelligence check, or it doesn't matter? I rolled a natural 2.
It's... You remember him pulling you to the side and saying something to you. It was definitely more than a sentence or two, but you do not remember what the words were at all.
I feel like I can't do anything with his brother right next to him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Shit.
And Patricia goes, "Oh shit!" And she picks up the clothes and she goes, "Can't leave this out." And she kind of shows she like kind of reaches in the pocket. She goes, got all the keys in here." And she flings her fingers across them. She goes, "Do you guys have those keys that I can have back now?"
Yeah, I pull mine
I
out of
got
my
the one
pocket.
copy.
Do you want your key back?
"Oh no, you can keep that, hun." Wink. And she says wink again.
And there I was, staring down the face of the ugliest motherfucker I'd ever seen in my entire life, when out of the blue came 5 Dragonborn, each one holding a gun and a knife and a cat and a baby dragon.
Dante and Bonnie do a perception check.
I got a 6.
I got a 15.
She's not writing down anything Chase is saying, but she is drawing a little picture of him shirtless. Yeah, she's basically just drawing him while he talks, but making it look like she's writing.
I walk right up and I say, look at Chase and Nosh, and I say, "Nosh, no offense, I love you, but how about you let Chase come out of it? Let's hear Chase's story." I'm like trying to like make eye contact with Chase and just be like behind Kendra, just being like, Chase, she's into you. She's vibing.
Are you alright, bud? Patricia goes, "He's having a stroke!" and comes to try to save you. She starts roller skating towards you at high speed, and she tackles you, and she whispers in your ear, "Don't worry, bud, I'm getting you out of this situation." And she goes, "He's having a stroke! I'll take him to the med bay!" As you hear med bay, roll another intelligence save, Dante.
Alright, that's a 17.
With a 17, you kind of, as you're med bay, you remember a little bit. All you remember from your conversation with James is when he pulled you aside, he's like, and you couldn't really talk back, so you just kind of had to listen. He goes, Did my brother do this to you? Did Anton do something to you?" And you kind of hear your own voice kind of gargly trying to say something. He goes, "Oh, you listen to me. You can't go to the med bay with this. Just here, I'll call some medics. They'll take care of you, but you cannot go to the med bay. Do you understand me?" And you kind of gargle back, and that's all you remember from the conversation. You know there was more, but that's all you remember.
Alright, so Nosh is currently being tackled.
Nosh is being carried away by this point. By Patricia.
That is true. But Patricia's also a badass.
It's drawn.
Yeah, she's dragging him along. Like,
Alright, is Bai still with me?
yeah, Bai's still with you. You also have Kendra and Selena.
Something.
Celine.
Alright, so I turned to Bai, and I'm like, we're not fucking done, apparently. Something's up.
Yeah, LaFreak is still.
When I was high as shit, James talked to me, asking if his brother is the one that did this to me.
Oh, so his brother's the bad guy.
He might be one of many.
There's more than one bad guy?
What do we do? Do we kick the shit out of this dude?
Yes.
Let's go.
And I turn to Celine and I'm like, "I've got something to take care of, but I'll be back. Add me on socials. I'll see you
Do you
around."
want my number?
Oh yeah.
Bison's hand's like shaking as she hands the phone.
I would like to point out that Dante brought both these females and got none of them.
So you guys are on the hunt for Anton?
Yeah, I am. I'm pissed. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm grabbing the keys. Me and Vi are fucking on our way to beat some shit, and I'm grabbing those keys.
Patricia goes, man, you were blowing that. Come here. Kneel down. Come here. Talk to me.
Well, when it comes to flirting, I tend to let Nosh do everything because he's the confidence.
She puts her hand on your shoulder, and she kind of looks you in the eyes. You guys are just a little bit apart. She goes, listen, you are an amazing man with a lot to offer. You need to find more confidence in yourself, okay?
That's very nice of you to say that. Actually, there's no humanoid creature has ever, spoken to me like that. That's very...
It's okay. And she pulls you into a weird hug where she is half your size. And then she sees you guys walking by trying to be subtle. And she goes, oh, hey, guys!
Chase!
Nosh, they have a few more questions for us down in my hotel room. We have to fill in the radio station news reporter just because I'm here. We get the scoop first. Do you mind just filling out a couple more questions for us down this way? Well, and I say to Patricia, my reporter that's already at the pool would love to talk to you just a little bit more and answer some questions if you could.
I need you guys to do an investigation check to try to figure out where they went.
19 BB.
The trail, because where they go, people have to clear their way because these are the most important people at this convention. You do notice the trail of kind of empty space leads all the way back to the elevator, and it's kind of the last real trail you can find. It's not like they're leaving footprints behind.
I say we just get on the elevator and hit every button.
That would take so long, Bye. How many buttons are there? How many floors are there?
I did it earlier. It only took 10 minutes.
We don't have 10 minutes. They, I think, are trying to get the fuck out of here now that they know that I know about Runium. Or at least they're trying to hide for a second.
That's what this is all about?
I think he's drugged people. I think he has tested this on other people. James asked if his brother was the reason I was like this. I think he's tested this on others.
I turned to Amor, and I go,
Bah!
and I cast, speak with animals.
You just kind of cast a spell for a while you're directly in front of the elevator, and you kind of start to hear almost as if it's happening in your head. Can't wait to eat some carrots. That lady had more carrots. I can't wait to eat some carrots. Come on, come on. Can't wait to eat more carrots. Can't wait to eat more carrots.
Amor.
And she's bobbing her head, and she kind of looks up to you.
Hey, listen, I can talk to you now? Like, really?
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
She's British.
Yes.
Isn't that great? I need a favor.
Yeah, it's in.
Okay, I will give you as many carrots as you want. We'll go see Celine again because I got her number.
Get some carrots.
But I need you to take the stairs.
Get some carrots. Come on. Stairs?
And I need you to try to find the CEO dude and his brother. You know, the humans that were in the pool area with us earlier?
You're looking for them?
Yeah, I'm looking for them. And if we can find them, I need you to stall them. We're going to try to find you.
I just realized I have the keys. Their room number would be on their fucking key.
Yep. Yes, they would.
Didn't even know to do that.
Can I check the room number for... Alright, is the keys labeled? I guess is question 1.
Yeah, they have their names on them. Patricia is very
idiots.
Organized.
We're so stupid.
Dante
I really tossed this to you.
Dante is just like watching Bison talk to the animals, and he's holding the chain of keys and scratches his head and just goes, oh shit, wait. And so I have the keys. All right, what is Anton's room number?
You are the best kind of idiot.
He stays in the King's suite.
Anton stays in the King's suite?
Yep.
Is James's suite close by to that?
It's on the same floor.
Same floor? All right. we go onto that floor. And
All right. So you take the elevator to basically the top floor.
yeah.
Are you going? Which room are you going to?
Do you guys want? Should we go to Anton or James? Anton's who we're looking for. So I guess
Just point
Anton's
me-
room.
Point me in the direction.
I like to imagine Bisom's like sharpening the.
I'm assuming that I managed to grab my 2 hand axes on the way through. We're all still in our bathing suits.
We're all in our bathing suits.
We're ready to fight in our
Dripping
bathing suits,
wet.
ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we go to Anton's room, and I unlock it.
Okay. So you hold your key to the door, and it clicks. And as the door creaks open, all of your senses are bombarded. You feel a brush of cold air that brings with it a stench of something horrid. As you look into the suite, you see empty syringes that trail into the room. As you start to step in, on the end of the room, you see a man. He appears to be about 25 years of age, kind of human, but he has long hair that's covering his face, and it kind of makes it hard to tell. And there's this very important detail that I probably should have started with, which is that he is chained to the wall. While he's still and not moving, there is more than enough signs of struggle. Once you kind of look away for the first time after you see this shocking thing, you see on the ground a circle of tape that just says 10 feet written on it. And as you kind of looking, the figure shifts its head a little bit, not enough to like look up at you or anything.
Buddy, hey man.
And as you kind of just say that, you assume the figure is looking up at you, but its hair is covering its face. Hello?
What's your name, my guy?
I
Do not remember.
If I get close to you, are you gonna hurt me?
I know that
voice
Is that?
Dante Crow.
This is freaking me out, guy.
Do you know
I have
my
other
name?
people with me.
Yes.
If you talk, I will.
Know your voice. Your names.
Bison like physically covers her mouth. She ain't doing this voodoo shit.
I walk up and I move the hair out of his face.
As you remove the hair, you see a figure. It doesn't appear to be anyone you know, but their eyes are full static, and they go,
It's
Dante.
Crow.
and they kind of jerk their head over, and they look, and they go,
That's
More the goat.
and they jerk their head over again, and they go,
if it isn't.
Jason.
Gosh.
Oh, a fan.
They see the runestone on your in your belongings immediately, Dante, and they go,
Perfect.
and all of a sudden, you see them flash into a burst of colors, and they're gone.
I pull out my runestone. And is it looking any
They're-
different?
Nope. But you do clearly notice they locked eyes with your
Yeah.
runestone before saying that. And you hear a voice. What the fuck is going on out there?
What the fuck is that? Who is it?
And the door opens, and you see, and it almost takes you a minute, because it's very different. You see a short-haired individual in just like a baggy t-shirt and some pajama bottoms, but the face catches you off guard, and it takes you a moment. This appears to be a less punk emo LaFreak.
I tackle him.
Roll a grapple check, which is an opposed athletics. I will let you know that they only got a 10.
Oh, I'm so glad. I rolled an 18 minus 2, so 16.
You tackle him to the ground, and they go, "What are you doing?" And he's kind of struggling.
I start screaming in his face. Derek's dead. Who the fuck was in the corner?
He's, "Get off of me, and I will tell you."
No.
Is he? Wait, he's struggling to like get
And
free.
he goes, "Sorry, what?" And he kind of mumbles to himself for a second, and he goes, "I'm sorry.
Can you get off of me, please?
Answer my question.
And this is LaFreak's normal voice that you're hearing now. At least what you
Okay.
know to be LaFreak's normal voice. And he goes, I can't think when there's a fucking person on top of me.
Nosh, help me out here. I pick him up and like I gesture to like Nosh to grab like his other arm. So we're both like kind of holding him.
Nosh just ignores that and just goes for his throat.
Okay. Answer my question now. We're not on you.
Listen, I was just in here, and he's kind of stuttering over his own words as he's clearly trying to figure out what to say. Listen, I can explain everything. You just have to let me go.
I have a solution to this.
Pretty
What do you got, Bye?
I walk up and I pull the suit that has the strings on it out of my bag, and I attempt to put it on LaFreak, but backwards, so I can like tie his arms down with the strings to make like a little
Like a straitjacket.
makeshift straitjacket. Yeah.
There. Now nobody is touching you. Answer the question.
Okay. I was just hiding in here.
From?
I want you guys to do perception checks.
Okay. Go gadget perception roll.
Hell yes. That, my friend, is a 22.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 20 plus 1. 21.
Bye is none the wiser, but
As always.
you guys do notice that from behind his back, he, well, not moving, has completely undone this weird outfit that you've constructed for him. Almost like he gets out of it for a magic trick.
I'm going to take a step back and look at Bye and say, I'm tired of this. Hit him with the big guns. And I like point to her axe.
Okay. I grab my axes and I rush up and like put one of them underneath his chin and the other one like right in underneath his crotch.
So before you do this, since everyone backed away, I want you to roll an attack, and that's not to say you're going to hit him. That's just going to stop him from being slippery bastard and getting away first.
Okay, I have to roll for each axe, don't I?
Just the one, because
Just
if
the
you
one?
catch him with one, he's not going to move.
I got a 21, dirty.
Ooh.
That definitely beats his AC. So as you see him about to like duck away, he kind of holds. All I have to say is code 48, and he shouts, and you see his runestone lights up almost as if it's like an OK Google or Hey Alexa type thing. And he goes, sorry, listen, you guys seem like fun guys, and not the same one, but another individual with these weird TV static eyes almost appears in the same flash of colors that the other person disappeared in, right next to his runestone.
Excuse me, who are you?
Hey, bye.
Yeah?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. What's your AC?
Well, that depends. I'm not wearing my armor. I'm wearing a bathing suit.
You're in a bathing suit.
13.
As you kind of look away, you all of a sudden feel a strike to your chest as LaFreak has pulled out of his shirt, and he is going to try to grapple your axe and take it.
Okay.
So roll an opposed athletics.
Pose athletics, that is a 17.
That is a nat 2. So he gives up on the axe and he backs away for a second. And this is the point in the game where you can try to pursue this, or we can enter combat.
I want to enter combat.
So this is now our first combat of this campaign. And so if you are new to D&D, there are two important aspects of combat. You have, first things first, we roll what is called initiative, which decides the turn order of which people take their turns. On their turns, they can either cast a spell, they can do some actions. There's an economy to it, but honestly, you don't need to know too much about that. Just know they can do a certain amount of things on their turn. When their turn rolls around and the fight ends, when either all of the opponents are subdued or all of them are subdued. So we are going to roll our first initiative. I am going to lump in LaFreak with this creature.
Okay.
And that is a 4. No, sorry, that's a 6.
I rolled 17. I add nothing to it, but 17.
I got a 16.
Got a natural 1 with a total initiative of 4.
So, the initiative order is Dante, Bai, Lefreak and this weird other creature, and lastly Chase. So Dante, what do you do?
Oh god, I have an armor class of 10, and I'm a wizard with no damage dealing spells.
Don't you have any weapons?
I have a club.
There you go. Perfect.
I go to fucking Club Lefreak with my quarterstaff. That's what I have, a quarterstaff.
Roll an attack.
That is a natural 3, so I don't even have to add shit.
As you swing your quarterstaff down, he jumps to the side and just completely narrowly dodges it.
I use an action to turn to Nosh, Chase, and Dante, and I go, that one's mine. And I point to the newcomer, and I use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark, which for the audience, that gives me extra damage and advantage on wisdom and perception against that person. And I just go to, swing both axes right at their left shoulder blade, straight down.
All right, roll 2 attacks.
I got a 19 and a 12 with my adds.
Both of those will hit without adds.
Oh, cool. 15 if I add 2 1d6s.
So you deal 15 damage, and it gets hit, and it looks up at you and it goes, "Is that all you can do?" Is Amor going to be in combat, or is Amor it's just kind of staying out of the way?
I feel like Amor would try to attack would try to distract this enemy I'm fighting, not really attack, but nip at them.
Yeah, so she's gonna ram into this guy. She can't do too much combat. She did get a 5, so I'm gonna say that he moves his foot back and she just kind of hits the countertop, the counter side, but she's a goat with horns, so she's fine.
Do they get scratched? It's a big deal if they got scratched.
Roll a luck check.
A luck check?
You had to say something, didn't you?
I did have to say something. I got a 7.
There's a pretty decent scratch in there.
Violet gets distracted for a second and is like, oh no.
It looks up to you and goes, "Let's go on an adventure." And they grab your wrists as you've dug these axes into their shoulder. And all of a sudden, for a moment, reality kind of bends and shifts. And as it kind of comes back into focus, you are down in the dining hall where you see several more of these weird thralls kind of chasing people around as they are running and screaming. And to the people in the room, you see both of them disappear into light. And you do notice that you are standing right next to a person who's already been knocked unconscious, right next to their runestone. And you hear over an intercom, "Attention everyone, if you can all meet in the main entertainment hall, we'll get this in order. Just try to run away. We'll get this as fast as we can." And we are back up top where Lefreak is going, and he is just gonna try to run out of the room. You both get an attack of opportunity on him.
I'm gonna hold my attack of opportunity.
You're just gonna let him run by you?
I'm just gonna, Chase is putting something together right now.
And as he's running by, you see he kind of is waving over his hair, and it appears to be getting longer like it was before, and it turns kind of the darker color you know it to be, and his ears, metal starts to form like the piercings he had.
I guess I'm gonna follow Chase's lead.
Have you ever played an MMORPG?
Yeah, I love Rune Stonescape.
I play World of War Runes, and there was a glitch a long time ago. There was this debuff that got passed around from player to player, and it caused a huge virtual pandemic. I think we've just unleashed something similar, but in the real world.
Okay.
We need to follow him.
Wherever Lefreak's going, I'm going. Let's go.
Lefreak's taking the stairs, so.
Okay, we're taking the stairs. We're taking the stairs.
We're taking the stairs. Me and Chase both look at each other for a second, are we doing this? Are we taking the stairs?
Taking the stairs, really?
Bison, after you hear Anton say those words, all of the thralls stop moving or chasing people. And even the one that talked to you, who was in the middle of a sentence, is just, "Now,
We're on.
Equal fool. And he kind of looks over after he hears the announcement, and he just starts walking towards the entertainment hall.
I was ready to fight. Can we still do that?
He's not responding to it, he's just walking. You can just attack him while he walks away.
Bison wouldn't do that. She still wants to fight him, so she's gonna follow him.
So, you guys are kind of making... Lafreak is running, and it becomes apparent after a few minutes, to the entertainment hall. You guys get to opposite ends of the entertainment hall, and you see about... Of the 500 people at this convention, you see about 300 of them are in this room. And surrounding the edges of the room are about 20 of these thralls. And you see Anton at the stage. And he goes, well, it would appear we have a few more guests. Come in, come in.
I've seen too many spy movies that end like this.
Some of the other people you see that are not sitting are in the stands, but instead are on the edges. On the edges, you see a bunch of these thralls. You see Celine Erwan, and you see Sir Daniel Intercourse and Arnold Hamfist.
Oh my god.
And Dante, this kind of catches you off guard for a moment.
Okay.
You see that gnome that you met in the first episode with the light up rave face?
Yeah?
And he peels it off, and he grows a good 3 or 4 feet taller. And you see a man with sand in his hair. He's got a long beard, and his outfit kind of morphs and shifts, and he is now wearing a more pirate-appropriate garb.
Now?
And I was gonna reveal it earlier, but then you blew this guy off and left.
It's true.
And this is Dante's idol. A man who is a sort of pirate on the weave, who commits crimes all day.
But he's a travel vlogger.
Yeah, but he's a travel vlogger, and his channel is just called The Sparrow. Anton goes, I can explain all of this if you all just sit down.
As cool as Sparrow is, I run for James.
You're all kind of in the crowd with James and Patricia.
James, what the fuck is going on?
I'm not 100% just... And Anton goes, look, these were a little side experiment of mine.
They were fucking humans.
And you kind of see his hands clench for a moment, and you almost see them start to crackle with some sort of magic for just a moment, and he kind of closes his eyes and takes a breather. I was going to be a little more subtle about it.
Up yours!
Why does that sound so familiar?
Cause it's me, numbnuts!
He's the villain.
I'm not a villain.
Look at these fucking people.
These don't look normal!
I put my axe on the guy's shoulder and he's fine. There's something wrong with them.
Yeah. I was trying to help you people.
What do you mean, you people?
I didn't like that phrasing either.
Influencers. You're all different races. I meant influencers. You are an incredibly diverse cast and crew here. I meant influencers.
Get to the point.
I
Back to the popcorn.
have said it before, and I'll say it again. I believe that influencers are the future. And beyond that, I think people who can garner such popularity deserve more than vague recognition at a convention. So I was working on a project that would make us have the power we deserved.
The power to do what?
He looks over at one of the thralls, and he looks back to you, and he goes, what's your favorite kind of sandwich?
Eat shit.
Pimento? Get him a pimento sandwich. And the thrall starts to walk away.
I lean over to Nosh, or Chase and Nosh, and I go, Eldridge, blast those fucking glasses off.
I can do you one more subtle.
just kind of like it looks like he just waves his hand, but he's actually just he's tapping at unseen servant.
And he goes, listen, I never meant to hurt anyone. These were failed attempts at what I've been working so hard for. And at this moment, just immediately, you see him turn, and his hands crackle with an energy, and you see from nowhere, basically, right next to him, a pile of ash drops to the ground. And he has dispelled your unseen servant.
Oh my god. I didn't even get to name him!
Take off the glasses, bitch.
Absolutely not.
What are you?
Why not?
Coward.
There's only a mother could love?
I have no idea
be
why I'm
shy.
telling you this, but these are glasses of true sight. It's why I saw the unseen servant.
Take them off, bitch.
Bet you're nothing without him!
You're not cool if you wear sunglasses indoors.
What are you, fucking coward?
Who are you?
I
A guy...
We're not gonna stop heckling until you take them off.
I'm just gonna make this quick. Who here stands with me? And all of the thralls and unfortunately, your 4 idols step forward, as well as about a fourth of the crowd. No one you know.
Where? All right, so
Fourth
James
of
and
the crowd.
Patricia are still with like us.
Yeah, they're not stepping forward. Fantastic. And he kind of holds out his the crystal of runium I showed you before, and it starts to glow, and he holds his hand up, and all of a sudden everyone who stepped forward disappears.
Selena, don't forget to add me on social media.
I will give you one more chance. You can side with me, or you can keep living in the past.
While he's
Yes,
talking,
you.
can I throw one of my axes at him?
Roll an attack.
Okay. 17.
With a 17, I want to remind you, and you guys would all know this because you are users of the Weave and runestones and what have you. Because of the way that runium works and the fact that you get a boost of magic, this guy being the founder of Rune and having access to the most raw, magic boosts, this is easily, if not the most, one of the most magically capable people in the world. He holds his hand up, and with a 17, I will say that as he holds his hand up, the axe stops, but not before starting to pierce through his hand. And then it falls to the ground, and you see a cut on his hand.
I'll do a lot worse to anyone who goes with him.
That's the one who threw that. Good.
Fight me, bitch.
All right, you had your chance.
Wait.
Chase?
Chase?
Wait.
Kind of boop and kind of start. He starts live streaming, the what's going on, and he stands up. He puffs up his chest, and he standing upright for the very first time, and he says that. So is that what it's gonna be like? You're just gonna make the game and you're gonna rewrite it? You're gonna skew with the rules? You're gonna just give yourself all the advantage? That's cheating. That's cheating. I've grown up my entire life dealing with cheaters. Even if they didn't even know it. They're all cheaters! Let me tell you what you have. You have nothing but lies. You have nothing but lies and deception and a throne of money. But money won't hold you at night. You know what I have? I have my integrity. I have a modest following that I built with my bare hands, and you have nothing! Eldritch Blast!
Anton holds his hand up, and it almost looks like he's absorbing it, but you do notice his hand kind of glows with this sort of necrosis from trying to catch an Eldritch Blast.
That was kind of cool.
Shut up, bye. He can't be cool.
That was beautiful. Give Give him a round of applause, everyone. And he starts clapping, and his voice kind of gets deep and is approximately exactly 3 times louder.
And he says, I said give him a round of applause.
And a few people in the crowd start clapping. No, this is a man with pride. A man with dignity that will not falter. And those values are ones worth dying with. And he claps his hands together one more time, and the ground starts to shake and crack. And he goes, was nice knowing you. And he casts Dimension Door, and Lily steps through a door and disappears. And the ground is shaking more and more. People are panicking. There are about 100 people in here, and you can try to help some people out with you, but every person you help is going to be a -1 to your roll to try to get out of here safely.
I turn to James and Patricia, and I'm like, you guys are helping us get these people out, right?
I got him.
Yes. You got it, bud!
Dante's just one in each hand. I'm just grabbing 2 random people by the collar and saying, get the fuck out of here as I run.
Does a more count, or is a more gonna get on her own? Okay, great. I try to grab like 4 people, like 2 per fist.
How many is Chase and Nosh trying to grab?
Chase is having a mini anxiety attack after just utterly failing after a rousing speech.
Do I notice that Chase is like frozen?
Yeah.
Do you want to make him one of the 4 you're saving?
Yeah.
This is an athletics check, and the roll you need to make to safely get out of here is a 15.
Did you just get a nat 20?
Mm-hmm. Plus I have a +2 if we're getting a -1 per person. It's actually a 22 because I have +6 for athletics.
So I have a -4 to this roll. I have to roll a 19 or 20. I rolled an 18!
Unaided by you, about 30 people managed to get out on their own. And you guys are starting to funnel out. Dante, you're having trouble kind of getting through the crowd. You see that Dante is having trouble getting through. You guys lock eyes right as the building crashes down.